Hello, I'm Lynn Prowse-Bishop, and this is the Virtual Business Show. Well, as of 8th of November 2011, Australia has carbon tax legislation, with the tax due to come into effect mid-2012 with a starting price of $23 a tonne. Now, I'm not going to talk in this show about, whether it's a good or bad thing. I've got my own opinion on how effective I think it will be. But we can be sure, though, that stories will be everywhere now about how small businesses are going to suffer, the increased cost and administrative burdens that are going to be placed on them as a result, and that it'll prevent expansion or, worst case scenario, continuance of a business. Now, in this show, I'm going to be reminding small businesses that they actually have a voice. They just have to learn to use it and use it effectively. Small business was described by the Treasurer and Senator Nick Sherry at the recent National Small Business Summit as the engine room of the economy and the backbone of Australia. Well, if that's true, you'd think that they would be doing all in their power to protect the backbone and the engine. It's estimated that Australian small to medium-sized businesses employ 56 to 75% of the total workforce. Now, that's a big voice. But there's no point shutting the gate once the bull's bolted. The time for small business to speak up is when legislation is being drafted, and we have known about this legislation for a long time now. Small business owners are often so busy working in their businesses that they feel they don't have the time to lobby. But this is where membership of industry organisations can assist you. Join your local Chamber of Commerce. That's a great place to start, but it really is just the beginning. There's 2 organisations that exist in Australia right now that have an extremely powerful voice in Canberra: Independent Contractors Australia and the Council of Small Business Organisations of Australia. I can tell you that COSBOA in particular really has the ear of the people who count in Canberra, and the organisation works hard on behalf of small businesses to ensure that we're heard when it comes to policy making. The primary purpose of Independent Contractors Australia is to lobby government and protect the interest of sole operators, independent contractors and micro-businesses. Membership of ICA is very reasonable, with full membership just $110 a year. You can find more information about them at contractworld.com.au. COSBOA has a number of membership options. Organisational members have full voting rights and are state and national bodies whose membership is made up of small businesses. There's a small business membership option, which is open to companies, sole traders, partnerships or independent contractors, but they have no voting rights. And their final membership category is the Small Business Supporter category, which is open to not-for-profits, educational institutions and government. More information on the benefits of membership, what the categories are and the costs of them can be found at the COSBOA website, which is cosboa.org. You can also find at that site the current activities of the organisation. I'd really strongly encourage all small business owners to look at joining one of these organisations and participating in their discussions, and keeping yourselves informed about what's actually happening in government that's likely to affect you. There is absolutely no point complaining about legislation that comes into force after it's already happened. Use your voice, use the opportunities available to you to have your wishes heard. And anything that is worrying you about your industry in particular, take to one of these organisations. Let them know what it is that's concerning you, and they will work with the ministers involved to try and get your concerns and worries tabled while the legislation's being drafted. I'm Lynn Prowse-Bishop. Thanks so much for listening.